Hey, it's Sean McMean from Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about link building for your website.
This isn't just any podcast. This is your secret weapon for dominating the market.
This is the Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast, and this is your host, Sean McMean.
Man, amazing topic. Some of you guys probably don't even care about it, but maybe you've heard about it. You've heard, obviously, you need to do marketing for your damage restoration business. You've heard probably SEO or search engine optimization, and you've maybe even heard about link building. Link building is kind of used to be the Wild West, and it is still today, but it has changed drastically over the years. And so there's some important elements that you need to be aware of when you're doing link building nowadays. Now, it used to be that you would create a website and you could throw a bunch of links at a website. When I say links, I mean links from other websites or other properties online that sort of give you a pat on the back and say, hey, this is trustworthy. You should go there, right? And Google used to use that as a major ranking factor. Basically saying that if you're getting links from other websites and other people recommend you, then this has got to be a good company or this has got to be a good resource to go for. And that is true somewhat today. Links are important, but not nearly as important as they used to be. Google wants to see positive signals coming to your website and niche or topical relevant links to your website. Okay, and so just not any link will do. You need to make sure that you have your bases covered, which are directory links or main core links covered. And think about it, any other business out there, you want to have a Google Maps link, you want to have an Apple Maps link, Facebook, Bing, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of those basic elements of links going to your website. But then you also want to have some directories like Yelp and Foursquare and Yellow Pages and all of those sort of things, right? So those are all links or backlinks that come to your website. Then you want to look at links that can surround and support you in the local area. So what do I mean by that? You are part of a chamber, you're part of a BNI group, you're part of an association, or you volunteer or do have a scholarship for people at high school. You want to make sure that those organizations have a link back to your website because these are local, relevant organizations or companies that are in your area, and they give you some authority there. They give you some trustworthiness from your local area, and Google can recognize that, right? And so Google has recently come out in April 2024. There was an article about this, that links are not as important, but it doesn't mean that they are not important. They're not as important as they used to be, but they're still important, and they still will make a difference. So one way that you can go about this is cover those basic links as part of your SEO program. And if your company that you're working with doesn't have those links in place, you need to get those links in place, the basic links that I talked about before. But then you also need to be reaching out to, relevant organizations that you work with in order to get those links back to your website. What I would not recommend is going to your BNI chapter, your Better Business Bureau, and going to every little company and saying, hey, if you put a link on my website to my website, I'll put a link to your website. Trading links just doesn't work anymore. It's not going to be an effective strategy. So one thing that you can do is you can do press releases in your local newspaper. So let's say you did a restoration job at a church or a local school or something like that, and you want to highlight you help them out, or you volunteer. You can have articles written to local papers and have links to your website in there. Another great example is there's these COO circles that schools offer, and you can have students from high schools come in and learn about your business. You can be a sponsor for that type of an organization. And those are all very important niche relevant links that will make an impact on your local footprint and help you, give you some authority in Google's eyes that you are trustworthy. Do not, though, go out and purchase some links from Fiverr or some shady companies out there that said they can get you 1,000 links for $10. Do not do that. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt your online presence. And that is not an effective way to increase your exposure and get more phone calls in 2024. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, obviously hit us up on restorationmarketing.com. Until next time, hope to talk with you soon. This is Sean McMean.
You've been listening to the Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast. Sean's not here to just talk the talk. He's walked the walk. With a track record of helping over 70 damage restoration companies and engaging in over 500 conversations with industry owners, he's seen it all. From digital marketing triumphs to the most ingenious growth hacks, he's got the keys to the kingdom, and he's sharing them with you. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, for more, hit the website at restorationmarketing.com. See you next time on the Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast.